What's up, everybody? Hey, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Look, we're gonna jump right in this thing today. We got some pretty weather, blue skies. I've got the skid steer here. I've already moved the log truck over to the other job across the road, and what we've got to do today is we're gonna go in here and we're gonna clean this deck area up. I know it don't look too bad. It's got a few little ruts, like right here. Y'all can see where it was kind of soft where we come in and out the other day. So we're gonna take and we're gonna smooth all this down. We've already got that one tree down there in the bottom I told y'all about that was hanging out in the pasture. We've cut it and got it piled. We've got all the roads open back up in the woods and got the tops pushed back to where landowners can get through. And we've actually made a couple extra roads for them. They like riding their four-wheelers and stuff through, so I went ahead and done that while I was in there. But look, we've got today I brought my lawnmower with me. Yes, I said lawnmower. I've got my mower with me because after we blade this down, we are going to reseed some grass seed. So I'm gonna bring y'all along for that, let y'all see that. But the first thing we're gonna do is get the skid steer fueled up and load the wagon and the log cart in the trailer, in the horse trailer, because I've got to jet it over to the other job here in a little while and go ahead and get it out of here. And then we'll get the blade work done and the seeding. And then I'll take the lawnmower back home with me tonight. And then tomorrow evening when I come back, I'll pick up the skid steer and move it over to the new job. And we'll mark some timber over there and get started on that. So anyway, hopefully I can bring y'all along for, most of it, and y'all can kind of see what I do as far as when I'm finishing up a job and whenever we're starting one. We want to leave it in good shape. That's my name is on this timber job when I leave here for many years to come, and I want it to be a good job. And when people look at it, I want them to to say, wow, he takes care of his work. That's what we're after, and we want to keep the landowners happy. The land that we're on right here, where we decked at on this particular job, is an adjacent landowner. This place that we're decking on, the timber doesn't belong to him. It's actually a neighbor, and Mr. Jones was kind enough to let us use this hayfield here to deck in, and also to have access going out to the highway, because on Mr. Collins' timber track, the driveway out at the road was really, really steep, and there's just no way we could get up in here with a log truck. So Mr. Jones allowed us the use of his field and the access coming in here. So we want to leave this in good shape and take good care of it for him. Now I thought I would share with y'all how I transported my lawnmower back and forth, in the horse trailer, and show you how versatile it is. We're going to load up the log cart and wagon here in just a few minutes, and you can see just how versatile it truly is for everything that I do. Now, y'all, there's a plowing coming up next weekend, March the 8th, in Bass Springs, Tennessee, put on by Mr. Jacob Kennedy. And I'm going to put an overlay here on the screen to where you all can see it. And if you have any questions, you can call him. His address is located on that flyer. And we're going to try to make it, Lord willing. Something bad don't happen. And any of you that wants to come out and be with us, hey, just come on. If you got a team, bring a team. If you don't, just come out and spectate. We'll be glad to see you. now y'all, I've got the log cart and the log wagon loaded up. I won't step up in here where y'all can see. It fits in the trailer pretty tidy. I've got the wagon backed in, and the tongue is took out of it, and then I just took the log cart and just pushed it in tongue first. You know, y'all can make that out. And like I said, we're just going around the block. We're moving right across the road over here, but we don't have any access on the backside. We have to go around the block around there to get to it. Otherwise, I'd have just took the mules and shuffled the stuff around over to it. But anyway, so I'm gonna take this over there and drop it off right quick so we can get it out of our way, because I want to start doing my dirt work next. And once I do my dirt work, I want to get out, you know, stay out of here. I don't want to be tracking it up and all that good mess. All right, now we're going to take skid steer and go down the skid trails, and I'm just blading down the skid trails. In other words, just smoothing them out, filling in ruts, holes, stump holes, you know, anything that needs fixing. I'm just kind of letting this dirt pile up in front of me and smoothing it down as I go. Now I'm going to take this excess dirt and push it over here out of the way, and there's actually some low spots that I'm going to take it and kind of just scatter it in, and that'll help fill in the holes. Now right now we're down in that bottom where we cut all that timber out and use red to get back up the hill, and right there in front of us is the starting of the hill. And right here where I'm going to swing to the right is a natural drainage ditch, and I'm going to show you all that here in a minute when we do our walk around. You'll get a little bit better view of it, but there's a lot of trash and dirt and everything that's in this drainage ditch, and I need to clean it out to make sure the water will drain off the road, if that makes any sense. Now right up through here, as we go back up this hill, we had rutted it out just a little bit with red, and of course with it raining and everything else, it kind of washed it a little bit. Not bad, but a little. But right through here, you can see kind of where there's some low spots and whatnot, and I'm letting the skid steer fill it in, and then right up here, kind of in this little curve, it gets a little bit worse. So what I'm going to do is backfill it and then scrape it down, smooth it out real good. Now, I've oftentimes wanted a bulldozer blade for this skid steer. I thought that would be a very handy attachment to have. This bucket works well enough for fixing roads and stuff like that, but I do believe a bulldozer blade fixed properly would be a real nice addition. I don't know, any of you that's got them, that's used them or whatnot with these skid steers, comment down in the comment section and let me know what you think. I do know there is some modifications, you know, putting skid pads on the bottom of those dozer blades, because I know they'll dive on you pretty hard, you know, controlling the depth. But there is a couple videos circulating out there on YouTube where people have welded pads to the bottom of them to keep them from diving so hard, and they actually work pretty nice in maintaining four-wheeler trails and, you know, such as that. And I think that would be a good addition into what I'm doing, you know, no bigger than my roads have to be. Now this is a grass seed mix that I'm using. It's actually called a contractor's mix here where we're at in Tennessee. It's just a ryegrass, fescue grass mix combination, and usually works pretty good for seeding the place back down, you know, especially this time of the year because it's still a little cool. So that ryegrass will come on up pretty quick and take hold, you know, before any water starts washing and whatnot. Now, I've had this little John Deere spreader buggy for a pretty good while. I've put out a lot of fertilizer on our yard and grass seed, and Lord, I've used this little thing for everything. It's about wore out, but it still does a pretty good job. All right, now that we've got all the seed spread out and everything, I tracked it up with the skid steer before we spread the seed, just to kind of put dimples in the ground. And then after we scattered the seed, I came back with a skid steer and just kind of real lightly bladed over the top of it to kind of help cover the seed up a little. So hopefully the rainwater and stuff won't wash it away, and the grass will have a chance to take hold. Now y'all, as you've seen on this video, we've already got the deck cleaned off out here and got the grass seed planted. A couple things I didn't show you in the video because I just didn't want to take up too much of your time. is seeding the road going out. That's one reason I brought the lawnmower versus just doing it with my little hand spreader. Because if I was just going to do the deck area here, the hand spreader would have worked. However, going all the way out to the road and back and all that good mess, I wanted to be able to do it quickly and productive. But let me show you the deck here. So this area behind us, this is all the deck that we got cleaned off. And by the way, down there in that bottom is where we cut that maple for Mr. Jones and piled it for him to get it out of his way. And thanks for letting us use his pasture here. And hopefully the way I did this, I tracked it up with the skid steer, smoothed it down, tracked it up, and then sowed the seed on it, and then come back and took the blade and just gently rake the blade across it, and then I come back and spread some more grass seed over top of it again. So hopefully it's got plenty of seed. I want to take y'all down here and kind of show you the roads. I know y'all got to ride along with me in the skid steer and see kind of how I did the roads. I'll take you right here where you can see down through there. And Mr. Collins, he's already rode through, looks like. I see his tire tracks. But anyway, he's got a road. That driveway right there goes all the way out to the front of the track of the timber. And actually goes down that steep hill, that steep driveway I was telling you about. And then, of course, over here is where we've been coming in and out of the woods, as you can see. And I've tried to get all this graded back down. And then right over here behind me, let's see if y'all can see what I got going. Right down through there, I've made a road for them for adjoining neighbors. There's another neighbor that's right over here, and Mr. Collins can come in on his side and come straight through his tract of timber right over to Mr. Jones's side. So they've kind of got access to go back and forth should they need to. And then like some of these tops that y'all can see down through here, I've pushed them back to get them out of the road. I'm just gonna kind of walk y'all around just a minute, let you see. And y'all, I figure this into my jobs. When I do my jobs, I want to clean them up, open the roads back up, clean the deck areas off and whatnot. It's just good business in my opinion. It's part of what I call finish work. When I get through with a tract of timber, all right, and here is like some of the brush that I've cleared right up through here. I've pushed it back that way and got it, opened up through here where we can go, where the neighbors, Mr. Collins and his kids can come straight through to each neighbor's house. And then right over here behind us, I put him in another road right over here that will tie in and go down into that bottom over there. So I'm gonna take y'all over there and show you that, because that's the road where we were coming out with the log truck. If y'all remember, whenever we were cutting this timber out of this bottom, we was using red to truck them up the hill to make it easier on us, and that worked out good. That was actually a real good plan. Worked out good for us. I'm gonna take y'all over here and kind of show you that, show you how it ties in, but y'all can see the road here behind me. And then right here is where it ties in to the main logging road going back out to the deck. And with red coming in and out down here, we did kind of rut it up just a little, but you can see I went back in, fixed it with a skid steer, no problem. So we're in good shape there. Take you down here and let you see. And I mean, as you can see, we've got treetops, stuff that we couldn't do nothing with. We've still got that lingering around, and especially down here in this bottom, there was a lot of poplar down here. And some of this longer, smaller poplar, I couldn't do nothing with because my pulp market is too far and I can't haul enough for it. Pulpwood's real cheap in our area and their market's real far away. You got stuff like, that poplar right there that's laying, see it? And then this one right here, I could have hauled that for hardwood pulpwood if I would have had a market close by and a way to do it to be feasible, I guess you could say. Over there on that hill, there's some poplar over there that could have been hauled for pulpwood, but I can't do much about it. But stuff like this, you know, I've kind of got it in groups up through here, and you know, got it out of the way. This little place right here was pretty neat. I liked it. It's kind of like a little holler right down in here between these. You know, you got a hillside over here, and then you got a hillside over here, and then right down here in this bottom, you know, we got a little holler place. I pushed some of the brush back up on the hillside to get it out of the way. And there's a drainage, a natural drainage right here. Y'all probably seen that whenever I was running the skid steer. There's a little drainage ditch right here that directs water off of this road. You know, water will come down this road right here and run right down through here, down that drainage ditch. So we got that opened up. And then we've also put in a road right through there. If y'all can tell, it goes all the way over to the neighbors. And then I got the two adjoining neighbors, Mr. Tony and Mr. Kenneth. They've both got a road that goes up. I put them a road that goes up that hill to the very back land line so they can get back there. This tract of timber has been a really good tract of timber to work for me and my mules. It's been good for all of us. We've got a little bit of everything involved, and I just want to stop here and show y'all some of these tops that are back through here. And this stuff is stuff I can't help. I mean, it's going to be here. It's not going to look like a park whenever we leave, but like the roads, you know, coming in and out, the infrastructure and whatnot, we definitely want to leave it in good shape, because you know, whenever we leave, it's my name that's on it, so I want it to be, you know, right. Now we got a few things to load up, because we've got a bucket, a set of pallet forks, and a grapple bucket for the skid steer. So this is the way I do it. First thing I do is I crawl up on the trailer and put the bucket on first, and then I've got the grapple bucket sitting on the pallet forks. So I put the bucket on first, and then I go get the pallet forks with the grapple on top of it and park the machine on the trailer. And I thought I'd show you all that just to kind of show you, you know, how I shuffle all this stuff around and try to be efficient, you know, working by myself and whatnot. for none of you that's ever loaded a piece of track equipment, such as a bulldozer or a skid steer, excavator, anything of that nature, when you're crawling up on the back side of a trailer or a truck, you'll kind of get to a seesaw point or a teetering point. And when you do, you know, it'll break over and whatnot. So I thought I would put the camera inside the skid steer. And for those of you that's never seen it before or ridden it, you could check it out right here. And when you're doing it, slow and easy is the way to go. All right, y'all, I've got this thing moved over here to the new job. We're right in here behind Mr. Collins' house now. And right over there on the back side of that pasture, y'all see back there? On the back side of that pasture, y'all, it drops off that steep hill down into that holler where we've been coming in and out on the log truck up through that holler in there going to that other tract of timber. It's just right across the road back there. Anyway, here's a log cart and a wagon and a log truck. We're going to be decking our logs right in here, I think. I'm going to have to walk through here and look at it, and I'm not going to have time to take y'all with me today. I will be back tomorrow to start cutting timber and skidding with the mules, and I'll try to include that maybe in on the next video, kind of give y'all an idea of how this timber lays and what my plans are for it and whatnot. It starts right back up there. It's just a little old head of trees. It starts right up here and goes right down through here all the way back there to that back of that pasture. It's just a little head of woods that goes back through here, and we're going to thin that out for Mr. Collins and do what we can to make him some money on that and get things going. But look, I just want to say thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'll have some more videos to come. The days are going to be getting longer, so hopefully I'll have more time to video for you guys. And I just want to say thank you for hanging out and supporting us in our channel and whatnot. All the newcomers, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, I'm going to put my email up here on the screen. If any of you need me, feel free to holler at me. I'd be glad to talk to you. And as always, I'm going to be praying for you, each and every one of you. If you're hearing my voice right now, I'm going to be praying for you. Because like I always say, y'all, I need to practice, and I know y'all need a prayer. Look, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.